Well, this is a Fox News alert. Former President Trump is safe after gunshots were reported while he was golfing at his club in West Palm Beach at the Trump International Golf Course, not Mar-a-Lago. The former president is fine, his campaign says, though shots were fired in the vicinity of the golf course. We're now waiting for an update from the Secret Service and police about all this. Hello and welcome to Fox News Live. I'm Eric Shawn.
All right, guys. So once again, we got to talk about a story that I hope and pray that I would never have to talk about ever again. I would never have to report on an attempted assassination of former President Trump happening again. But unfortunately, this is what I am reporting on because it seems as if that is what happened earlier today as Trump was rushed to safety as Secret Service opened fires on man with AK-47 near golf course. Now, initially, this story, when it came out, there was reports of a shooting near Trump's golf course, and two individuals had ended up getting in a shootout, I guess. However, those reports now have evolved to include the Secret Service. Apparently, Secret Service was involved in the shootout. And I want to go ahead and play this clip here from CNN. It is a good step-by-step in regards to what allegedly happened here and go from there. So without further ado, let's get into it.
What we are looking at is starting to come into focus a little more sharply. So this is what we have right now from law enforcement sources who have been briefed on this. And it appears that around 2 o'clock, shots were fired at the golf course, possibly coming from the tree line, while former President Trump was playing golf. The Secret Service identified the direction and the shooter returned fire at that gunman who fled. Witnesses were able to provide a description of an individual and a vehicle. We are told that a vehicle that is close to that description has been stopped by Palm Beach County police, possibly in Martin County, just over the line, and that they are holding that individual for the purposes of identification to see if the witnesses can identify that person or there is evidence in that car that may connect him. In the meantime, in the area of the shooting, sources say they recovered a backpack and a semi-automatic rifle. It was described as an AK-47 in the preliminary reporting, and a GoPro camera. The last piece is very interesting because it suggests, if there was such a camera there, that this individual may have wanted to record himself in a first person doing this shooting. So a lot of questions to be answered. Is the suspect, they have the right person? Is that the right car? You know, the weapon that they have has to be processed for evidence and ballistics. If there's video on that camera, if in fact it was recovered as we are told, what will that tell them? But that is what we are seeing right now. So what's the direction here? The direction here is the same as we saw in Pennsylvania, which is if this was a directed assault against former President Trump, the Secret Service and local law enforcement have had the handle on that in the immediate sense, but it would become an FBI investigation as an assault on a former government official who is under protection. And we're going to be seeing and hearing a lot about this in the hours and days to come.
Yeah. This is the unfortunate reality of this country, guys. I mean, I don't even know what to say at this point. I was hoping and praying that I wouldn't have to cover a story like this ever again. But unfortunately, this is where we're at. So apparently, the guy was trying to assassinate Trump from long distance while he was golfing. And the Secret Service engaged him after he started firing shots while also rushing President Trump away. And then the guy tried to get away. I think his gun was recovered at the scene. They eventually found a guy, arrested a guy in a car that kind of matched the description of the person they was looking for. So that's all we have as of right now. I am very interested in seeing the motive. This time they got the guy alive. So we'll see if we actually get a motive out of it. They wanted to record it, so it seems. They wanted to get the video, okay, for the world to see, which also, you know, in my opinion, kind of indicates that it was an assassination attempt, that this person wanted to send a message. Okay, now what was that message? I don't know. And there's always a chance here this could be some type of foreign actor. Okay, we found out that Iran is basically trying to assassinate Trump, right? So this could be some Iranian agent or something like that. It could be some foreign, threat. Okay, I have no clue, right? We don't know. But again, what I can say is that the rhetoric from the left has not helped, right? This is the second time we're talking about this. It's just kind of crazy to me to think about how the mainstream liberal media is always boohoo-whining and crying about the rhetoric from Trump and J.D. Vance and how that's going to hurt migrants. It's going to put migrants in danger. But yet we see the rhetoric from the left putting Americans in danger. Americans in danger. President Trump is American. Former president. He already had one assassination attempt on his life. Now he has another, as of right now. That's what it looks like. But yet on MSNBC, they're still openly calling the man Hitler and airing segments, unhinged, Trump deranged segments like this. Take a look.
Give me your response to what Donald Trump is doing.
It is outrageous. It's horrifying, but it's expected from a fascist authoritarian person who wants to create havoc in this country, who wants to take us to Nazi Germany. I can't even talk, Nazi Germany. We exported racism, fascism to Nazi Germany. We exported it to South Africa, Jonathan. We know how to do it. We're good at it. And let's not pretend that Donald Trump isn't exactly like Mussolini, exactly like Hitler. He is that guy. And I want to pick up where Tara was for just a second and say something to the American people. Mm-hmm. I live in a neighborhood, Jonathan. You and I both have white partners. I live in a neighborhood, a nice mixed neighborhood with all kinds of people, including Republican people, who are nice people, who shovel your grass, who care about the neighborhood, who care about the world, right? Y'all, you nice people don't want this guy just because your economy worked better for 5 minutes under his regime. You nice Christian, kind, loving, Jewish people, faithful people, you don't want this guy. We're not these people. We're not these people. And we're not going to get what we want if we elect this fascist, authoritarian weasel.
For people who might wonder, how dare she say that America exported racism and white supremacy to Nazi Germany and to South Africa? I got two recommendations.
Go ahead.
Watch Ava DuVernay's fantastic movie Origin, which is based on the fantastic book by Isabel Wilkerson called Caste. And you will get the documentation.
Go to school.
Documentation.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. This is the type of rhetoric that is being openly spewed on MSNBC on a daily basis. These people went back to calling Trump Hitler right after the first failed assassination attempt. Lo and behold, almost 2 months later, you have another one. Another one. Do you think it's a coincidence? I don't think it's a coincidence. I really don't. I think that the left-wing extremism in this country has gotten out of control. Whether you talk about the domestic terrorism on the left, okay, when it comes to all these riots that they have every time they don't get their way, BLM, Antifa, Roe v. Wade, the pro-Palestine, we see this on a daily basis from the left, almost. Damn near a daily basis. But yet, in the liberal media, the conversations about people on the right and the violence that happens because of right-wing rhetoric, when I don't see all this, right? I don't see all the violence that's supposed to be happening in this country from right-wing rhetoric. I really don't see it at all. And this is not me being biased. This is just me keeping it 100. I'm just being honest. But what I have seen is tons of violence from the left. And now you have 2 attempted assassinations on a former president. And all I hear from the left every single day on the airways of networks like MSNBC and CNN is that Trump is Hitler and that he's racist. He's the worst thing ever, right? This is what they're saying. But they want to lecture everybody else about, oh, well, why are you saying these things about migrants? That's dangerous. But they never stop and say these same things about themselves when they talk about the former president, and we've had attempted assassinations on the president. Now multiple. Allegedly. We've had multiple. But are they going to turn around and say, hey, you know, maybe our rhetoric is dangerous? Maybe we shouldn't be calling the former president Hitler. Maybe we shouldn't be saying that he's a threat to this country and that he's going to be throwing us in jail and doing all this and that stuff that they claim that Trump is going to do. This is what they say on a daily basis, right? These exaggerations to try to win an election. Maybe, just maybe, we should chill out on that. Maybe our rhetoric is actually causing violence in this country. No, they never have a conversation about that. They never talk about that. Never. It's amazing. It's amazing. It really is. And that's the part about all this that really pisses me off the most, is that there's always this conversation about rhetoric on the right being dangerous. But yet, I'm not saying the real world consequences of that like I'm seeing from the real world consequences of the rhetoric on the left. So, again, this is an unfortunate reality. I don't think that the media is going to change. I don't think that they're going to, actually reflect. Democrats are going to reflect and say, hey, maybe our rhetoric is too much, right? Maybe we're stirring too much hate and vitriol in this country. It's gotten out of control. They're not going to reflect. They're going to continue to crank it up. That's what they're going to do, because they don't care at this point. A lot of these people are upset because they believe that the first assassination attempt was staged. They'll probably come out here and try to say that this one was staged. They'll probably say, oh, well, we didn't see it. Oh, well, he's just doing this for votes. He's doing this because he lost the debate. This is what they'll say. And then you have some that obviously, are upset that the bullet missed, right? You have people that are upset about that in the mainstream liberal media, in the Democrat Party. This is what they openly say out loud. This is the type of stuff that they put out there. But yet, these are the same people that claim they want unity, right? Kamala Harris, we need to stop all that. We need to stop all that hate and division. Is Kamala Harris going to come out and denounce this, right? Is she going to denounce the attempted assassinations on former President Trump, right? Is she going to say something about it? That's the question here. Is she going to say that this needs to stop? We need to tone it down. I don't know, but I don't think so, right? Maybe she'll prove me wrong, okay? Maybe she'll say something about it, the bare minimum. But again, the next day, they'll be, back to the standard rhetoric, the standard language. Because they don't care. They just don't give a damn. They really don't. So we'll see. When more information comes out, we'll talk about it. We'll discuss. But as of right now, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.